Picture this, one moment you're on top of the world. You're a Roblox YouTuber and you have millions of subscribers, millions of fans who look up to you. They respect you, they watch you, you're making new friends, you're meeting new people, you're learning new things, but most of all, you love your position as a Roblox YouTuber. It's fun and it's what you wanted to do for years. It's something you never want to lose. However, the next day, it all comes crashing down. You slowly but surely start losing your relevance. People stop talking about you, people stop watching you, and you slowly fall to irrelevance, and you become forgotten. And you really seem to wonder why. And in today's video, I'll be going over a few Roblox YouTubers who became forgotten or irrelevant, and what the reasons they might have became forgotten are. But before that, my name is Mighty. I make weekly Roblox documentaries, so make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Anyways, let's get into today's video. Now, the first Roblox YouTuber we're going to talk about is someone who had over 4 million subscribers at one point, but now was pretty irrelevant and almost forgotten. Meet Tofu, someone who made some of the most interesting and humorous Roblox content at the time. It was funny, creative, but most of all, Tofu showed who he really was in his videos, a happy, older Roblox player. He showed the games he liked to play, he showed off his personality, and tons of people loved his content. This would cause Tofu to grow rapidly across 2019 and 2021. He would go from a couple thousand subscribers all the way to 4.1 million subscribers at his peak. He even has videos exceeding 5 million views. And for a while, Tofu was one of the most respected and loved creators. However, one day in 2021, Tofu randomly disappeared. It wasn't like he announced it or anything, he just stopped posting. And people wondered for the next 2 years, where was Tofu? Was he cooking up new videos? Was he taking a break? Did he quit? Well, surprisingly, Tofu started posting again in late 2023, but there was a key difference. This time, instead of genuine thumbnails, there were AI thumbnails, and he seemed a lot different. He seemed more tired and laid back than his older era. However, he continued to post a little bit throughout 2023 and 2024. It was occasional, and he barely posted, and he didn't get that many views. And in early 2025, that same cycle started again where he did try to start posting, but it didn't get that far. In fact, Tofu even changed his handle on YouTube and profile picture, making him even less recognizable. Now, in December 2025, something disturbing would happen. You see, Tofu's account on Roblox would lock him out, and in retaliation of this, he would start tweeting out some very questionable things, and many people questioned whether he was doing well mentally. He would tweet some very weird stuff relating to the Roblox HQ. Mind you, this Twitter account was actively being promoted to his YouTube channel. He wasn't just doing that. He wasn't just making weird statements, he was bringing up past dramas that he had gotten into and actively making fun of the people involved. There was a drama between him, Russo Talks, and Russo Talks' wife, which I don't want to get into as it's a more private matter to the actual people involved, but Tofu had been seen mocking the whole situation even after he said that he apologized back in 2022. And at this point, it seems like Tofu will never come back and that he's just going to sit as one of those forgotten YouTubers, as not only did he private his entire Twitter, but he hasn't uploaded once again in over 10 months. This next Roblox YouTuber that became forgotten or disappeared was someone who had over 2 million subscribers at this point and was at the peak of their career. Meet LCLC, one of the most popular pet simulator YouTubers. In his videos, he would basically spend a ton of Robux on in-game items, and by doing this, he would gain over 2 million subscribers. But if you check his channel, you'll see he hasn't uploaded in 3 months, and the videos before that were from 7 months ago. So what is happening? Why hasn't LCLC uploaded in over 3 months? Well, like I mentioned earlier, LCLC is a very pay-to-win YouTuber. In most of his videos, he's spending tens of thousands of Robux, and with these videos to do well, he needs to spend more and more Robux each time. And you see, earlier in 2025, Pet Simulator started to die, and because of this, LCLC's views went down. So when another game called Bubblegum Simulator Infinity started blowing up, he switched to that game. However, that game wasn't as pay-to-win as Pet Simulator, so he simply decided to ask the developers to make it pay-to-win. Now, on the surface, this isn't career-ruining stuff, but a lot of people were outraged, especially the people who couldn't afford these in-game items. They were mad. Lots of hate comments started to come, and LCLC started getting intensely hated, to the point where people like Corl and even Directed by Ducky had to step in making their own videos about the situation. LCLC realized he had messed up, and he made a video about it, but he quickly disappeared, and honestly, as of now, it seems like he's forgotten. Even after trying to return, you can see that his shorts views didn't do too well, and considering Pet Simulator is gone and Grow a Garden was an attempt to try and make a comeback, though it didn't work as well, it seems like LCLC is going to be forgotten forever. Well, these previous 2 YouTubers disappeared for various reasons, ranging from just burnout or purely going insane. These next YouTubers we're going to talk about are YouTubers who ruined their career and then became even more forgotten after disappearing. Meet Ribs, otherwise known as Ribs Roblox. She was a Roblox animator with over 600,000 subscribers before her channel was terminated. She made very infamous Roblox animations that became very popular. Videos about slenders, noobs, and these videos did insanely well for her. And just at the peak of her career, she disappeared from the internet for about a year. Upon returning in May 2023, rather than just going back to uploading normal animation videos, she started going on multiple mental breakdowns in her community tab, telling her fans to themselves and also saying other things about certain Roblox YouTubers. This got bad and will result in multiple people making videos about her. Some of these videos would even get over 1 million views. Mind you, Ribs was a YouTuber primarily watched by kids, highlighting how rude Ribs was to her fans. The bad posts, the rude things she said on Discord, and all this would eventually cause her channel to be terminated by YouTube, marking the end of her career, and as of 2025, lots of people don't even remember Ribs. Ribs' drama was one of the most unexpected situations in 2023, especially considering she was a very rising Roblox creator. Now, what if I told you someone who initially had called out Ribs became just as forgotten as her? Meet Parlo, who was once one of the most beloved Roblox commentary channels with over 635,000 subscribers. Parlo was always involved in situations in the Roblox community, exposing bad actors and making tons of videos. Parlo was at the peak of his career before being exposed by his close friend Guamgo. Shortly after being exposed, one of the people who had access to his channel, named Mugen, hijacked it and got it terminated by YouTube. Now, Parlo had a backup account called Parlo Gaming. Using the Parlo Gaming channel, he was able to start uploading again shortly after his response to the situation came out on January 31st of 2026. However, only 9 days later, Parlo was terminated for ban evasion. Now, Parlo's main channel before termination had about 610,000. Parlo's gaming channel had 36,000 before termination. And the channel that he's currently using, known as Polaris Roblox, only has 5,000 subscribers. And many people think this could be the end of Parlo's career and that he will just be forgotten forever, considering this channel doesn't even have 1% of the subscribers the main Parlo channel had. It seems like Parlo might be forgotten. Now, these last two creators became forgotten and lost their entire careers because of their own actions. But what if I told you there was a YouTuber who lost his career 7 years ago, and even after apologizing, he is still forgotten? Meet Corl, who was one of the most popular Roblox YouTubers back in the day. He was a part of a gaming group called the Pals. They had a YouTube channel where they would play games together. This channel consisted of people like Dennis Daily, Sketch, and Subsworld, and Alex Crafted. And this whole group would hit 3 million subscribers and would be very successful. Corl even had his own successful channel. However, in 2019, when he was just on Twitter one day, he got into an argument with a former fan. One of the former fan and him were arguing until the former fan said something, and Corl responded with cringe. And despite this not being as bad as what normal YouTubers get exposed for today, this still caused tons of backlash. Lots of people stopped liking Corl, and shortly after this happened, he was kicked out of the Pals. Even after making a tweet taking accountability and seeming genuinely sorry, he is still forgotten to this day, considering his channel was hacked and his Twitter is not to be seen anymore. Some people actually think Corl could make a comeback. However, as of now, it seems like he's pretty forgotten considering he doesn't even have a channel. It's crazy how any YouTuber can go from being one of the most popular Roblox YouTubers to being one of the most forgotten Roblox YouTubers within the span of a day. It's truly crazy to see how fast you can be forgotten as a Roblox YouTuber. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. My name is Mighty. I make weekly Roblox documentaries, so make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Anyways, hopefully you have a good day, and Mighty out.